The following program was paid for by Latino Cleveland.
This program was made possible by Global Cleveland, supporting the growth of Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community.
Este programa es hecho gracias a Global Cleveland, respaldando el crecimiento de la comunidad hispana en el noreste de Ohio.
Welcome to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Today we have a jam-packed fun show. Today we're going to have home gardening tips. It's that time of year. I'm kind of into growing vegetables and flowers, so I'm really looking forward to this. We have Dale from Puritas Nursery and Garden Center to help us with that. And Danny got a chance to visit Job Corp, which they have some great programs, and they're an alternative for high school, so we definitely want to learn about that. And believe it or not, it's National Burger Month, and we found a special place, Burgers to Beer, owned by a Latino, David Lopez, so make sure you stick around for that, because I'm hungry. But before we go there, I had a chance to meet with a doctor from NEOMED, an alumni, so let's go check that out right now. Hi, I'm Myra Rosario with Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and I am here with Dr. Arredondo.
That's right.
Did I get it right?
You got it right.
Which actually was a student and graduate of Northeast Ohio Medical School, which is one of our education sponsors. So, ¿de dónde tú eres? Where are you from?
Oh, thank you for asking. It's my pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, sure.
And I appreciate the opportunity to tell all of you about the opportunities you have to be a physician like I am. Mm-hmm. So, I was actually born in the Dominican Republic. Wow. My dad was an American diplomat, so I was very privileged to grow up overseas, and so I was born there. And we lived in a couple different countries over there. So we were in the Dominican Republic, we were in Portugal, Yugoslavia, Mexico, and then Peru.
Wow.
And then we moved back to the United States, so
wow.
I'm kind of all over it.
Now, you went to medical school at NEOMED.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So share with us what that experience was. Was it something that was affordable for the family? Or
Absolutely, yeah. NEOMED is a great option for students that are looking to go to a medical school that is affordable. It's a public medical school, as you know, so it tends to be a lot more affordable for those who are looking at that option. And the wonderful thing about it is they have different programs that are available for those who need scholarships. And I also had some scholarships myself through, through the National Service Corps.
Right.
Yeah.
You actually, that was kind of something you talked about as far as taxes or paying off loans. How did that work?
Right, yeah. So the National Service Corps is a federal program for those who are in a health profession like medical school. And our federal tax dollars help us to pay for our medical school. And in return, we work in a medically underserved area. Wow. So I actually not only served here in Akron, Ohio, but my very first job is I moved down to Alabama. So I was in Southwest Alabama for a year and a half.
You're a mover.
Yeah, that's right. And then, so we're there for a year and a half, and it's a very rural area, which I love to serve in. And then we had an opportunity to move to Lima, Ohio. So I was there for a year and a half as well, and then finally back here. So I worked for a total of 4 years in a medically underserved area, and that paid for all of my medical school expenses.
Oh, wow. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Now, you do a lot in the Hispanic community, too, community
Absolutely,
service.
Yeah. So that was one of the best parts for me is my grandfather was a migrant farmer, so I had an opportunity to take my medical education and expertise and help the medically underserved, and specifically the Hispanic community. And so I got to use, brush up on a lot of my Spanish and help my fellow Hispanics as well.
So if you wanted to inspire a student or a parent related to sending their child to medical school, what would you say as far as NEOMED and what they've been able to do for you?
Absolutely. So NEOMED is a perfect spot for those who want to do primary care. As you may or may not know, is founded by 3 different universities in the area to help people who want to do primary care. So whether it's internal medicine, family practice, OB/GYN, and even psychiatry is considered primary care in certain locations. And so, it is a perfect opportunity for those who want to take the training that NEOMED offers, not only through the Watson Center Clinical Skills, but for example, I teach Foundations of Clinical Medicine medicine and help them to learn the art of medicine.
Right.
So it's a wonderful opportunity to give back, and they have lots of clinics and places where I have worked at to help them get more skills.
Great. Well, thank you so much for having us. And, you know, a big thing we want to do is to inspire our audience that going to medical school is a real thing. It's an affordable thing.
Absolutely.
And, of course, you know, how important it is to have Latino doctors.
Yes.
So thank you so much
Thank you
for
so much,
joining
Myra.
us.
Absolutely.
And if you'd like to learn more, you can log on to latinocleveland.com, and we will be back for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland after this. It's summertime. I think we all know that. But, you know, beautifying your homes and home gardens, one of my most favorite things to do. So I'm excited to have today from Puritas Nursery Garden, the owner, Dale
Heyink.
How are you? Welcome
I'm good. How
for
are
coming.
you? Thank you very much.
Now, how long has the nursery been there?
Nursery's been there about 91 years.
Wow.
My uncle's father started as a truck farm, and then my uncle took it over. Then I took over about 31 years ago.
Wow.
Worked there when I was 16.
Wow, 91 years. Okay, so I really want to get to this. So you brought us some special things.
I did.
Okay, well, share with us what you got here.
Well, over the years, the flower companies have really established some new varieties. They've taken a petunia and made it real super. And I want it like this. This is an orange petunia here, which is, if you've never seen an orange petunia.
Oh, yeah?
That petunia there, there's 4 of them in this planter. So you can see how big they will actually get.
Oh, you put 4 to make a planter.
4
Gotcha.
plants in there.
Okay.
They're also self-cleaning, so that what happens is this little thing will just fall off, and you don't have to clean them like you used to pluck your petunias. So they've really come a long, long way.
Wow.
They've got a black petunia.
Nice. So is this something that grows, obviously they don't make it through the winter, so is this something you have to constantly keep growing?
These are all annuals, and they're going to flower from now to the end of October.
Okay.
You know, which is a long time.
So, I mean, excuse me for asking this. So annuals meaning they keep growing back?
Annuals, you do it annually.
Oh, annually.
A perennial that you put in will come back every year.
Okay, so what do you have here?
That's called heliotrope marine, and it's very, very fragrant.
I know.
Put that in your garden someplace where you can, that evening that just, it smells beautiful.
Right. And how about this little guy? I noticed you have some new little
This
growth
is
there.
they've taken a dahlia and they call it a dahlietta, and the plant will probably get about this tall and this big around, and just blooms all summer long with tons and tons of flowers on.
So something like this, is it sun, shade, or how would you put that?
A lot of plants are very forgiving. This one will go to from full sun to half and half. So half and half means 6 hours of sun would be fine for it.
And some of these annuals, is that pretty much the same case?
Pretty much all of them. If you get a half a day of sun, that would be fine. This is one that came out about 3 years ago. It's called spiralis, and it's just a little curlicue. You put that in a planter with some other plants around it.
Yeah, look, it's got a curl like me.
Yeah, just like you.
So I saw you brought some vegetables. Share
I did.
This. Okay.
This one here is called a tumbling tom, and it's for people that don't have a garden. And this particular, I think it has 2 plants in here, and you can see it's all full of buds. You'll have tomatoes probably in June. They're a little bit larger than a cherry tomato. I have one at my house because we have very little sun at our house, and I come home and I pick tomatoes every night.
Oh, wow.
They don't all make it in the house, but every night I pick a handful of tomatoes.
Does that need to be in the sun?
That needs at least half a day of sun. All your vegetables should have 6 hours of sun. Oh, wow. You know, to be successful.
And honestly, like how much watering? Like you have to water it every day? Or?
This in a hanging basket, you have to water at least once a day like you do your regular hanging baskets. It depends on the weather. You know, if it's cooler, you don't have to water as often. But when it's weather like today, when it's 80 degrees, you have to water it every day.
I know, thank God. So how about this?
This is brand new. First of all, grafting's been around for hundreds of years. Well, they decided to graft a vegetable. This is called a mighty mato. And what they do is they take a graft and grafting wax. They take the top of the tomato, which is called the scion, and they grafted it onto a very aggressive disease and pest-resistant rootstock. Okay, the plant's gonna get about 8 foot tall, and this happens to be a cherry tomato. When it first came out, I sold it to one of my landscape friends whose father-in-law is widowed and has no hobbies, and he decided to count how many tomatoes he got. He stopped counting at 1,200. Okay.
From one plant?
From one plant. So they really produce quite a bit.
Wow.
And they have them in, we got about 12 different varieties of tomatoes. So the tomato will be the same, but it's very, very aggressive.
Wow, okay. Well, Dale, I mean, this is incredible. Yeah. Where could our viewers find you?
We're at 19201 Puritas Avenue. We're in Cleveland, right by the airport. We're open every day of the year except Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Okay, great. All right, so thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
I love this. This is incredible. So we'll have more information on latinocleveland.com, and stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland after this. Welcome back. And like I said earlier, Danny had an opportunity to go to Job Corp, which is an alternative for high schoolers with just all kinds of technical things to make sure that they go straight into the workforce. So let's check it out.
Hola mi gente, Danny Orellana here for Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and today I am with Jorge Pedrosa of Cleveland Job Corp. Jorge, thanks for having me. And why don't you start off by telling our guests where you're from?
Well, originally I'm from Cali, Colombia, South America.
Okay.
But I've been in the country for about 20 years in Texas. Then I moved to New York, Kentucky, Miami, and
Wow.
then they brought me to Cleveland.
So now you're in beautiful, sunny Cleveland, Ohio.
Not that sunny.
Well, tell us about Job Corp. What is it exactly?
I will have to tell you that the Job Corp program is the best kept secret in the country, and this is a wonderful program. I fell in love for the Job Corp program in 2000 when I was in Fort Worth, Texas, and I heard about the opportunities that it provides to disadvantaged youth and how they can come in here and get education and become productive citizens and go back to the workforce and be taxpayers and keep the program going.
So what is your title here at Job Corp?
Right now I'm the Deputy Center Director.
Okay.
Means that I had to deal with the education and training, career counseling, career transition, and work-based learning. Work-based learning is something like an internship program that we have, that we work with employers.
And what type of technical programs do you offer?
We have a wide range of programs, like in the hard trades we have like carpentry, brick, masonry. We have sign and display, facility maintenance, and then we had in the health sector we have CNA, we have medical office support, pharmacy tech, and we also have programs with the Tracy Community College where we can take them there and get their training, and some college credits like welding, LPN, and we have a great...
So it's very diverse, and you really get these kids out there in the workforce after this training.
Yes, we have, our program is supposed to place the students in 4 career paths. We go from like advanced training, where they can go some credits in another centers that offer advanced training, or we can also do college transfer or military transfer or union jobs.
So it's very, very diverse. Now, how long does the program take, or does it depend on the student himself?
The program is set up so that the students get up to 2 years to complete the program.
Okay.
But most of the training programs that we have on center is an average of 6 to 8 months.
Okay, and is there cost involved?
It's funded by the Department of Labor, so it's already paid for by the taxpayers.
And I understand now that they also have benefits while they're here throughout the training. Is that correct?
They are covered by you know, medical, dental, psychiatrists, and all kinds of benefits that you can find in the workforce.
Now, how can students find more information about Job Corp?
We have missions counselors working, doing outreach in the area. DESI is our company that works with us to recruit the students, but also they can go to www.Cleveland Job Corp and check it out. Okay. We also have an app in YouTube where they can find it.
Okay, and there's a Facebook?
Facebook, yes, sir.
Okay. All right, well, I want to thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And for you at home, please come out, check out Job Corp. The facility here is beautiful. And you can always check us out more on latinocleveland.com. Now stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland right after this.
Now, education is a really important thing here on LatinoCleveland.com, so when we return, we'll be talking about financial aid from Tri-C. And stay tuned because we'll also be sharing some great community events in Tu Ciudad, so stay tuned.
Financial aid is funding for students to pursue higher education beyond high school. It's really important because it helps bridge the gap for many families and students as individuals between the desire to get an education and the financial ability to really obtain it. Everyone who meets basic eligibility requirements is eligible for some form of financial aid. Here at Tri-C in our financial aid and scholarships offices, we help students and their families when they'd like to complete the FAFSA application. We offer free assistance every week at each campus. The FAFSA process is actually quite easy. Applying for financial aid starts with the FAFSA or the free application for federal student aid. The Financial Aid and Scholarships Office is here to help you apply for financial aid, get the documentation in order, and submit it so that we can process your eligibility. The first step for receiving financial aid is applying. The free application for federal student aid, or the FAFSA, is available online at www.fafsa.gov. To complete the FAFSA, the Department of Education sends that information to the school, and then the school helps look at that record and the student's eligibility at the institution to determine what type of financial aid and how much the student is eligible for. Visit www.tri-c.edu/financial aid or stop by one of our offices. We're here to help you every step of the way. Venga, podemos ayudarte.
Now, by popular demand, we have a community calendar in Tu Ciudad, so don't go away. And I could smell burgers cooking, so make sure you stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Welcome back. It's National Burger Month. I love burgers. Today we have with us David Lopez, a managing partner of Burgers to Beers. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks
Great.
for having me here today.
I was really excited to hear that you're one of the owners of this establishment. You're Latino. ¿De dónde tú eres? Where are you from?
I'm from inner city Cleveland. When I say inner city, I mean inner city, Metro Hospital. And my family's from Puerto Rico. My mother's from Yabucoa, my father from Lares. So we have our roots here, born and raised here.
Yes.
And
actually, we were raised in the same neighborhood, so that was really interesting to find out.
Pretty cool.
So what sets Burgers and Beers apart?
Well, my founder and partner, Eli Shimon, a brilliant guy. I don't invent anything. I'm just good at selling it. He came up with some creative names, creative items, and great flavor profiles that are just untouchable.
Right.
We've been able to win the Cleveland's Hot List, #1 burger in Northeast Ohio and Cleveland. We're very proud of that honor, especially with all the fine restaurants in the area.
Right, absolutely. This must be a crazy good burger, right? So what do you got for us? What are you gonna?
Today I'm gonna make you hot and bothered.
Okay.
You know, it's hot here right now. It's a great burger. And then I'm gonna show you just for display our burger of the month. It's called Taco Loco.
Taco Loco.
The hot and bothered is toasted bun, half-pound blackened Angus burger, and it's grass-fed. And
so which one are you talking about?
That's this one. This is the hot and bothered.
Okay. What do you have in it?
It's a half-pound Angus burger, blackened. We have sriracha mayo, jalapenos, habanero cheddar cheese, tomatoes, lettuce, and caramelized onions.
Wow.
It's an amazing.
That's the burger of the month.
No, that's on our menu every day. Our burger of the month's the Taco Loco, which is toasted bun, half-pound Angus burger. I try to display it there. Has tiny crunchy tacos in it. They're chicken filled.
Has nothing to do with Cinco de Mayo,
not
month
at all.
of May, right?
Not my wife's birthday, Cinco de Mayo. It's a big day. But yes, the jalapenos also, and then we use a drizzle of Chipotle ranch on that one.
Okay.
A fantastic product.
Okay. What are you going to show?
I wanted to at least make you a burger. I wanted to. I'm blackening the half-pound Angus burger.
Okay.
Laying it on here. I'm going to toast my buns. I'm not used to working on something like this. This is creative for me. Caramelized onions, I want to make sure we have that.
Okay, it's my favorite. So can a person build a burger?
Yes, actually, it's called the Simple Susan. And you can create your own burger if you choose. I should say, because not everyone, but I always say you should at least allow us to make your burger for you. Right. Only because I want you to try some of our creative skills.
Right, absolutely.
I'm sure you can do a good burger at home. Let us make ours. We do well with it.
Do you guys only serve burgers?
No, we do not. We sell wraps. We have quesadillas. We have a spicedilla that's amazing. It's also hot. It's a unique item. We have, in our other restaurants, we have full serve items. It does very well. We have a limited menu at my location. It's called Burgers of Beer Express. And it's express only because we have about a third of the items that the other ones have. We have 10 burgers, for example. The other ones have 22 burgers.
Wow,
it's an amazing product. But we're very happy with it. We've done quite well. We're opening a new location. Sorry, I'm over here having a heyday on this grill.
No, it's okay.
But we're looking to open up in Lakewood in June. We have a location in Solon, Ohio right now, and also in Highland Heights, which is the original one that we have. The founder, Eli Shimon, started that one, and he's constantly there. And I was very fortunate, me and my wife, Marie, to be managing partners of this one in downtown Cleveland.
Okay.
She couldn't make it here because unfortunately we were very busy, which is a good thing.
That's a great thing.
And she stayed back to handle the operations, but Marie Lopez would normally be here, and she's a lot more attractive than me and better spoken than I am.
Well, before we go, where can they find you? Where's this information? Because I want to make sure that we get out and get some burgers.
burgerstobeer.com.
Okay.
And you can find our locations and our menus. I definitely recommend to look at the menus carefully because the express location has less items. And we're opening in Akron, Ohio in September, me and my wife and our partner, Eli Shimon.
Okay, and we'll share that link on LatinoCleveland.com. So thank you for coming.
My
it's
pleasure.
very, very great to meet you. So when we come back next week, we have another great show planned for you. We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m. Yo soy Latino Cleveland.